So next story on the docket here, guns for good behavior. Trump administration eyes second chances for convicts' gun rights. So there has been a thing where if you were a good little girl or boy, you could petition the ATF to have your gun rights restored. However, since 1992, Congress had blocked the funding for ATF to process applications for restoring gun rights, which had effectively shut down the pathway. So it was law, but they just said, nah, fam, we ain't going to do it, which, you know.
Yeah, but you can get some things expunged as well.
Some things, if you have a lawyer, and I don't know necessarily if
it's not that expensive.
Yeah, I'm not saying
are
it's
there gonna-
expensive, but it's just a process.
Are there going to be any ATF agents left to run these numbers for people?
Fucking hope not.
Right. I mean, with Bruin, it doesn't matter anyways. But the DOJ's new rule seeks to bypass the restrictions by removing ATF from the process entirely, delegating the responsibility to other components within the DOJ, such as the Office of the Pardon Attorney. So it wouldn't even be within the ATF's purview. So this move is in line with February executive order from President Trump directing a review of firearm regulations to address perceived infringements. They're not perceived, they're actual infringements on Second Amendment rights. Who wrote this story? Frickin' Amoland, Jose Nino. Those are actual infringements, not fucking perceived.
Correct. 100%.
Right.
This is great. You know, from my uneducated viewpoint. So the rule says that the ATF has to do this, but Congress does not fund this. So it just does not get done. You know, a right delayed is a right denied. So moving this to out of the ATF and into other places is extreme positive, in my opinion.
How do they even get away with that though?
There's so much stuff like that, and I have no idea how, but there's so many things exactly like that where they push a task to an agency but then don't fund the agency's requests for funding for that specific task. Like the only reason that they process NFA stuff is because they're required by law.
So, I mean, technically this is required by law, but they don't have, I think the money, I don't know where the money from the NFA processes go. Somehow it works. I mean, they have money for shooting dogs. They don't have money for processing the restoration of rights, basically.
Yeah. This is a good thing. Like honestly, you serve your time, you do your thing. If it's non-violent, like you should get all your rights back, all your constitutional
Listen,
rights.
I don't care if it's violent or not. You should get all your fucking rights back.
Yeah,
if you're not,
if you're good enough to be out, you should. Yeah, I agree, Aaron.
There it is, right there.
If you're dangerous, you shouldn't be out.
Exactly.